Dear suicidal people, lost friends. I know that life can get hard at times, and the world can look so devastatingly ugly. Before I go on, I'd like to dedicate this little poem to you. If death is by far one of the greatest tragedies of this humane fate, and death is clearly no longer a threat, what is it that you can possibly fear? Go live and do the things that you think you fear. 'Cause what's the worst that can happen? A death that you do not fear? It seems that life can get so frustrating, confusing, and tiring. It's so easy to feel lost and stuck all the time, always feeling like you're not good enough. It's like a never-ending season of gray skies and storms. A continuous cycle of pain, hurt, and numbness. It feels like there's nothing you can do to stop it. So you pretend to be okay, to fit in, to be happy. But it only gets worse when even the people closest to you do not understand. Oftentimes we view suicidal and depressed individuals as weak and cowardly. But the truth is, they're the bravest souls. Did you know that studies have shown the human's mind's greatest fear is death? Wouldn't you agree that a person who is unshaken before the world's greatest fear is fearless, hence undefeatable? Dear love, if you are unafraid of death, what else is stopping you from fulfilling your heart's desires? Giving a shot at the happiness that you crave, being the person you so desperately wish to be. What's the worst that can happen? Failing, being judged, hearing the I told you so's? Are any of those things worse than being dead? Having no pulse, no breath in your lungs, no more feeling the sun's warm kisses upon your skin. If you can stare death straight in the eyes, then you're essentially limitless. You just have to choose to be. You have to choose to direct that sadness, pain, and hurt towards a path of courage, light, and fearlessness. Live a more meaningful and extraordinary life. In the midst of your misery, you could end your life, and in doing so, the world would miss out on an individual that could have moved the world forth. Or you could transmute those dark, terrible feelings into fuel and work boundlessly towards a greater good, a better future, and along the way, find joy and happiness that you've been searching for. It is in the service of others that we find fulfillment. And it is those who have seen darkness that can act as a guide of hope for those in need of light. At the moment, you may not know what or how, you may feel incredibly stuck, but just know that you won't lose, simply because a person who fears nothing cannot lose. If you must run from death, not life. If you must escape from fear, not love. If you must die, sacrifice your life for your passions and values, not for society's ideals. You were created to do something extraordinary. If by the time you leave, there is more love going around than when you first arrived, you've already accomplished something beautiful. Love, especially unconditional love, is one of the rarest and most expensive things in the world. It's something that money cannot buy, the eyes cannot see, the fingers cannot feel, the voice cannot describe, and most cannot afford. Most people spend their whole lives in fear. The fear of rejection, of failure, of unreciprocated feelings. But you're different, aren't you? You stand unfazed and prepare for the worst possible ending, so how can petty little things spook you out of pursuing a future that you can finally call home, a more beautiful world? You can be limitless, you can be unstoppable, you can be strong, you can be a warrior, you can be all those things if you just choose to be. So please, choose that, choose love, choose to be fearless. Happy New Year, my loves. Make it an unforgettable one.